So here we are with another question on periodic and non-periodic signals, and it has been asked to check whether the signal xt is equal to 3 ut plus 2 sin 2t is periodic or not. Okay, so here let us take this signal separately, break it down. So here this signal, it is a sum of two signals x1t plus x2t. Let's say x1t is 3 ut, x2t is 2 sin 2t. Here unit step signal, which is a causal signal existing only for the positive time interval, this, okay, x1t equals to 3 ut. It is a non-periodic signal because here there is no fixed pattern which is getting repeated. Okay, no fixed pattern which is getting repeated. For the negative time interval t lesser than 0, it is 0, and for t greater than 0, it is a value, it has a value 3. There is no repeated pattern which shows itself up after fixed intervals of time, no such thing. So that's why it is non-periodic. 3 ut, the unit step signal. Now x2t equals to 2 sin 2t. If we compare it with the basic format of a sinusoidal signal a sin omega t, sinusoidal signals, they are periodic in nature, as we have discussed it in many questions previously, and here omega is 2 pi by t and the time period is equal to 2 pi by omega, where omega is the angular frequency. Here for 2 sin 2t, the time period will be equal to 2 pi by angular frequency omega, which is equal to 2, which is equal to pi seconds. This is the time period. So this signal 2 sin 2t, it is periodic with time period equals to pi seconds. This one. Okay, it's 2 minus 2, here it is also the same, and goes on and on and on like this. Two sin 2t, where the time period, that is equal to pi seconds. Now here if we add these two signals, okay, if we add these two signals, that is 3 ut plus 2 sin 2t, then we will get a signal something like this. For the negative time ut is 0, so simply we will have the same signal which we previously had, like this. Okay, this is for the time lesser than 0. Okay, this is slightly bigger, it is not, it should be equal. Okay, this is also equal to plus 2, and for the positive time, the amplitude of this, it will be slightly shifted, okay, because this 3 will get added at each point. The amplitude at each point will be increased by a constant value which is equal to 3. This sinusoidal signal will get shifted, okay. It's initially it started here from 0, now it will start from 3 and with a peak value of 5, okay. So now it will shift to this point. So it will be slightly like this, okay, and it will fluctuate in between here. The minimum value which is here -2, when it will 3 will get added, it will be fluctuating in between 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5 like this. So it will start from 3, peak value 5, then like this from here, then here, then here like this, okay. The minimum value now is 1, maximum value is 5. This is 1, this is equal to 5 like this. So here also if you see, there is no such fixed pattern which is getting repeated. In the negative time it oscillates in between -2 and +2. In the positive time it oscillates in between 5 and 1, the peak value 5 and the minimum value 1. So no fixed pattern which is getting repeated after fixed interval of time. So this is also a non-periodic signal. Now here, suppose it would have been something like this. Let's say this signal would have been something like this. If the signal would have been something like this, then it would have been a periodic signal. Suppose it oscillated in between this range, okay, let's say A minus A, okay, here, and then it got shifted by a constant value and it oscillated in between this two range. Then again back to this, again shifted, again back to this, shifted. Then it would have been a periodic signal. Why? Because there is a fixed pattern here which is getting repeated, this pattern. This pattern is getting repeated over and over again, and this has a time period equals to, let's say, this t seconds. This is a periodic signal, but here this is not a periodic signal, because for the entire positive time this is the pattern, for the entire negative time this is the pattern, which are not repeating after fixed interval of time. Okay, that's why this is non-periodic, but this is a periodic signal. Okay.